In today's class we are going to be discussing about WNT7. We are going to be discussing about WNT7A, which is a gene which is present in the mouse, which is a gene which is present in mouse and is responsible for dorsoventral patterning. So this is a gene which belongs to the family of WNT family of genes. It is responsible for coding for a signaling protein which is also known as the WNT protein, which is part of the WNT signaling protein family. WNT supposedly, if this is the Drosophila limb bud, which will again grow to form the limb. If this is the limb bud, then surrounding it is the ectoderm. In the ectodermal region, it can be divided into two regions, that is the dorsal region and the ventral region. In the dorsal region, the WNT7A gene is expressed, which is further going to result in the expression of the limb homeobox gene, that is the LMX gene. LMX gene is responsible for the production of transcription factors which will result in the dorsalization of the mesenchyme. That is, the gene was although expressed in the ectoderm, it is going to give its signal to the mesenchyme to develop the dorsal structures. To give the mesenchyme, so it will happen in the mesoderm. Besides that, if this gene is supposedly absent or mutated, what is going to happen is that WNT7 will not be able to form the dorsal structure, so dorsalization will not occur and the entire limb bud will form a ventral region. So there will be a double ventral polarity. If in a mouse, we take a mouse in which the WNT7 gene, WNT7A gene is absent. So what will happen is that if you look at its foot, there will be posterior digits will be absent. This is the same result which will occur if in case we remove the dorsal ectoderm. We remove the dorsal ectoderm from a limb bud, so same result will be obtained, which shows us that the WNT7 is the one that is responsible for the controlling the production of the dorsal ectoderm in the limb bud. Besides that, as in the dorsal region of the ectoderm, we have seen that WNT7 is being expressed, which is leading to the dorsalization of the foot digits of the limb. In the ventral region, in the ventral ectoderm, there is another gene which is expressed, which is known as the engrailed gene. Engrailed gene is responsible for ventralization of the limb bud. What happens here is that it is presenting the WNT from expression in the ventral region. If this gene is absent, then the WNT will be expressed everywhere, which will result in the dorsalization of the entire limb bud, and double dorsal limb will be developed. Double dorsal limb will be developed, that is, there will be anterior structure here and the anterior structures here. All these genes, that is the LMX, WNT7A and the engrailed gene, have been found out in mouse when there was a mutation and their phenotype were studied. The mutant phenotype was studied and therefore it was found out that these genes are responsible for the dorsoventral patterning. LMX gene has a homologue which is present in the Drosophila, which is known as the Apteris gene, which is again responsible for the dorsal ventral pattern formation, which is responsible for specifying the dorsal surface of the wing. Since WNT is responsible for dorsalization of the limb bud, when it is absent, entire thing is being converted into double ventral structure. That shows that the basic structure that the limb bud is going to form is actually the ventral structure. When WNT7A is present, it is going to modify it and resulting in the formation of a dorsal structure. If this gene is absent, then it can again go back to its original. This modification will not occur because this is absent, and entire thing will form ventral at the top and ventral at the bottom. This gene LMX is being expressed in the mesenchyme, although this gene WNT7A was being expressed in the dorsal ectoderm. We saw here that when WNT7 is absent, it is also affecting the anterior to posterior axis of the foot, because the posterior digits are getting eliminated. Therefore, we see that actually the genes that are responsible for patterning of the dorsal, patterning along the dorsal ventral, posterior, proximal distal and the anterior posterior axis, that is dorsoventral, we have WNT7A. In this one, proximal distal, we have FGF4. In anterior posterior, we have SHH, that is the sonic hedgehog. These are all interacting with each other to give the pattern of the entire structure.